Hi, I'm Michael.as.Michael, and this weekend we got a couple of good ones. Let's check them out. The Wild Robot, a book series by Peter Brown. The anticipation online has been building for quite a bit because apparently the book series is really good and endeared to quite a bit of people. So this movie is quite anticipated. This looks very endearing, very heartwarming. The animation looks beautiful. It almost looks like this computer hand-drawn mixture. It's giving me a lot of feels of like Lilo and Stitch, which that director directed this, so makes a lot of sense. It's giving me How to Train Your Dragon. It's by the same studio that made How to Train Your Dragon, which also makes sense why this looks like it. This is actually going to be one of the final films by DreamWorks in-house team, so I can only imagine there's been a lot of emotion put into it, and I feel like you can see it on screen. And I'm almost talking in a whisper because just watching this trailer, you want to be quiet. The movie's gearing up to be quite a family pleaser. It's going to be a take your kids to go see it. It's going to be I'm going to go enjoy it. And the general plot is this robot gets somehow deserted on this island, who then it starts to learn the language of the critters and the animals, and it befriends all them as it starts to survive within this island. But the key to the whole story is then it becomes a mama duck to this gooseling, and it's about them building this relationship. And also you have to think about, how can a robot have a relationship? Go take your kids, go watch it. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be highly reviewed. Highly recommend. This is a big one, guys. Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis.
One filmmaker has always been ahead of his time.
Time, stop! Go.
Where to start with this movie? The story is basically, what if Rome never went down and instead continued in the US? And so you have this future where essentially Rome, politics and Rome, architecture are within the United States. And what would a future like that look like? Francis Ford Coppola himself sold a portion of his winery and spent $120 million because this is his magnum opus. This is his pride and joy. He has been thinking of this in his brain since the 70s and 80s. That to me alone is reason enough to go see it. When you see on a tour someone as talented, as a master of his craft as Francis Ford Coppola, and he says, I'm dropping part of my livelihood on this, I mean, I'm gonna pay attention and watch. The cast for this is crazy. Let me just read off some of the names here. Adam Driver, Nathalie Emmanuel, Shia LaBeouf, Aubrey Plaza, John Voight, Giancarlo Esposito, Dustin Hoffman, Jason Schwartz. Do I have to keep going? Like, it's crazy. But you can't get through this movie without knowing there's a lot of behind the scenes conflict going on in this. So if you don't want to see it for that reason, I support you. But this man has to make $120 million on this movie. And so this is Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill. This movie looks audacious, star-studded. Scenes were improvised on the day by actor and director. So stuff was rewritten. I don't know where this movie could either be a glorious, magnificent, amazing thing, or it could be a little bit of a train wreck. And based on the reviews coming out of the film festivals it was in, it's going to be really mixed. So I'm going to be very interested in where everyone falls on this one. Hell, I'm even interested where I fall on this movie. And that's what's coming out this weekend. Two extremely highly anticipated movies for completely different audiences. So hopefully everyone goes to the theaters this weekend and you have something to watch. Enjoy the popcorn.